What's up, everybody? Another day of push and record and talking to y'all. And what if I told you that you don't need $1 million to change your life? What if the number was drastically smaller, like 10,000? Well, it is. I think saving up to $10,000 can be a huge life-changing moment, and in general, just a shift in your life financially once you hit that milestone. And I know it sounds like a lot, and also at the same time it doesn't, but I'm gonna talk about why and how $10,000 can change everything for you. Let's start with the fact that most people, they say, don't even have $1,000 saved. That's kind of crazy. I can't even believe that, because of all the $1,000, $2,000 things that pop up all the time, like a root canal, or you have to get new tires. So just not even having that ready to go, knowing that that stuff is coming, is kind of crazy. But I guess it's very normal for a lot of people not to have it. And I know that because I was at that point at once too. But like, once it all changed, knowing that having security, like $10,000 to be able to pay for things. Like, for instance, I just had this wedding and I had like $10,000 around that I could push around for different payments for stuff. But yeah, I was stressed out. Like, I thought maybe it wasn't going to be enough, or I'd have to dip into my investments or something, because, you know, I'm going past like my allotted budgets and stuff. And that never happened, because like whatever, that $10,000, I never even got to fully 10, and it was there to be able to pay for this stuff. So it's like I'd saved. Yeah, it sucked like having to pay for things, but like at the end of the day, I saved for that. And that's the thing about having $10,000 in general. To even save $10,000 is such a huge feat that most people don't do, that it actually changes you in the process of saving that $10,000. So it's not even the money that I'm talking about. Like, having $10,000, yeah, it'll buy you security, and like you won't have to be like panicking whenever things happen. Like, paying every bill feels like it's you're like giving up everything and you're on the brink of losing it all. But like, if you have $10,000 saved, you're gonna feel better about that, and also you'll have changed. Like, your habits will have changed. You don't want to go back to where you were. Like, all the stuff I preach about, like, that's because I know I don't want to go back to where I was, because I've completely gotten to a new level of my mind where money, I want it to be working for me. I don't want to be working for it. And that all requires you like not filling in your gap with a bunch of stuff like subscriptions and a bunch of other things. And that's going to really help you get to your goal of saving to 10,000. And 10,000 seems like a pretty good stack to have as an emergency fund. You know, they say like 3 to 6, but I would say probably like a year you might want to have. To me, like my emergency fund ranges from like 10 to 15,000. And, you know, I live with someone else, so we share like, you know, some costs and stuff. But like, to me, like, if I have about $10,000, $15,000 saved up, I know I'll be able to make it a couple months if anything happens. And that's kind of like the benefit of having $10,000 saved. Now, what you're going to want to do is definitely look at how much you're spending. You don't want to be spending on a bunch of like stuff that you don't need, because you'll never get to that 10,000. And you also don't want to be like, you want to do it slowly and steadily. Like, put aside, if it's start with like $100 a month, automatically comes out of maybe your paycheck, or like you just don't touch it, and let that stack. And because like, and having it maybe like in a high yield savings account, like something where it's getting interest like up to like 3.8% on the money just sitting in there, it's so nice. Like, anything that you can do like that, that's just sitting there, and you're going to get more money, and then that stacks up, and then it's more money. It's like a dividend. Speaking of dividends, like, we're trying to get freedom here. This is what it's about. $10,000 is not about the money. It's about how you get to live your life because you have the money, and the decisions you're making are better. You're able to live freer. And that's a quote inside of The Psychology of Money. Morgan Housel, he says, freedom is the best dividend that money can pay for. And that's what the goal is. You want to be able to, just like it's Monday morning, I'm going into my job. We do some cool stuff here, and I'm excited about starting my week and doing things. And that's because I have freedom. Not that I can't like not show up to work. Like I definitely still have to work, but like I'm able to work at a place that I enjoy to work at. That's freedom. Like I'm not having to work at some job that I hate. I choose to work at this place because it brings me joy and like in my life, and it works in my life. And that's what we're working towards, is try to fit in these things in our life that work for us and be intentional about the things we pick and buy and use our money on and what our goals are and our plan. So I think saving the $10,000 is going to be a game changer for a lot of you if you can do it. Just seeing that, knowing that you can save that amount of money is going to be huge for your mindset moving forward. And just watch how like more comes after that. 10 turns to 20, 20 turns to 50. You're investing in all this stuff. That 50 turns to 100. And that's when like you're on a whole nother level again. And that's like when things really start to change. When you got that 100 grand in there, but you got to get to that 10,000 first. And if you can really do that, that's going to be huge for you, man. Like, I'm telling you, not a lot of people do that. Just to say that you can do that. I love to do things just to say that I can do them. I love making a video every day saying that I've made a video for over 170 days in a row. Not a lot of people can say that. And that gives me a huge mindset shift. Like, I am a YouTuber. It's not about the views. It's not about the subscribers. Like, you can't tell me I'm not a YouTuber because I do this every day. And that's what you want to be like with your money. You don't want people to tell you that you're not wealthy, you're not financially set, because you do this every day. You save, you think about like your choices that you're doing with your spending, you're intentional with your money, you know where everything's going. Maybe you don't have to like look at it every week, you don't have to look at it every month even, but like have a check-in at least like 4 times a year with your money at the very least. Be like, I'm looking at it. The more you do it, the better it is. Like, it's not as hard. But if like you're just checking in on your money, you got to know your numbers at some point. And that's the only way you're going to get to the 10K. Like 10K isn't a lot. One thing could take that all out. But I'm telling you, you're not going to be worrying about money as much if you're doing this system of trying to save to 10K. And you're in that money mindset of saving and working towards your future. And once you have that 10K, everything else can go towards investing. Like, now you don't have to worry about saving for your emergency fund. Now you just get to start throwing that money in investing, and watch how like your money engine really starts working for you then. So I just wanted to hop on here and let you guys know that you don't need the $1 million to like get you started. Like, have that goal of like 10K, because if you can even just reach 10K, you're already on your way. So that's my advice for you today. That's pretty much all I got for this one, guys. If you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. You're the best. This is who I do it for, you. Leave me a comment. Let me know you made it this far in the video. Or let me know, like, what do you think about saving the 10K? Like, do you think you can do it? Do you think it's out of your range? Anyone can do it. I want to know how you're going to do it. In the comments, let's talk about it. My name is Sai. I'm an actor, creative director, and daily YouTuber, and I help creatives like yourself take what you love and turn it into something real and build a life that actually works. So if you found value in this video, smash that thumbs up button, hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we're dropping new videos every day, daily. And if you like this type of content, like I would love for you to subscribe. It's free. It helps me and the channel out a lot, and you can always change your mind later. So hit that subscribe button. And, join the school community. It's free. I'm looking for another foundational member that wants to change their life, like whether it's YouTube or just money or just in general, get to know me so I can get to know you. And it's down in the description. And really, I'm telling you, if this is you who I'm talking to, you're like, I want to change my life. Like, just get in that group and let's start talking. I'm not asking for anything but just to get to know you. So do it. It's easy. And check out the books in the description as well, because they're going to help you out so much. They help me out. And start reading and consuming this content all the time. I'm still doing it. So, yeah. And then also YouTube is popping up these videos on your screen suggesting you're going to really like them. And I know you will. So, all right, guys, you're not behind. You're just getting started. So let's build this life on purpose. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Boom. The Po9.